Welcome to www.learnquickbooksfree.com. That's right, this is where you get to learn QuickBooks for free. Alright guys, it's springtime. And yes, has nothing to do with anything, but I'm just glad it's spring out there, guys. I hear the birds are singing, nice sunshine, warm weather is back. Alright, so we received another question over here. How to solve the problem if the bank reconcile ending balance was not accurate? What's the solution to continue the bank reconcile? Thanks, AMD regards. Alright, well, once again, it's one of these questions where, the general idea of the question I understand, but with the reconciling, there could be so many details. And without seeing details, I'm going to take my best guess at it, you guys, once again. If I guessed it wrong, let me know what still the problem is, and we'll re-tackle it. Alright, so, let's go to QuickBooks. Alright, so we're here in QuickBooks. I opened up and Reconcile as an example. And first thing I want to point out is from what I understood that the beginning balance is correct, the ending balance is correct. What you don't have matching up is the difference as far as cleared balance, and this is not going down to zero, not letting you reconcile. So, if that is the case, let me show you the first couple things to look out for. Over here there's a section called, or a line that says deposits and other credits and checks and payments. And basically what you could do is to check if one of those numbers are correct. So for example, you see over here when I check off under checks and payments 1500, you will see that it says 1500s. If I check off another one, 1200, it adds up to 2700. So for example, if on your bank statement it says checks and payments total 2700 and it says 2700 over here, then you know that at least you have one section right. Alright, and same goes for the other one, deposits and other credits. When you check off things on this side, as you will see, that number goes up as well. So the first thing is to see if any of these numbers add up. If both of these numbers don't add up, then both of these sides have issues. So that's really the first step you want to take towards figuring out where lies the problem. Is it on the left side, right side, or both sides? Alright, the next tip that I can give you is to maybe look out for these two charges right here, service charge and interest charge. If it's a checking, you're not going to get any interest, but you might get a service. Most of them are free nowadays, but you have to look for those bank fees. Okay? Now, if you do have some bank fees that you didn't notate, then what you can do is you can go back to modify, and over here you will see where it says service charge. So let's say you got charged $5. That could be one problem right there. So then it would be under bank service charges. There you go. Bank 1 checking. Okay. Oh, service charge. Actually, here we go. And there you have it. So that may, right there, gives them a little adjustment, and that may solve a problem. So look out for service charge and look out for interest earned. That's the second thing to look for. Alright, well, if that hasn't still solved your problem, the best thing I can recommend is unchecking everything and pretty much just going one by one and doing it all over again. Because at the end of the day, what shows over here, what needs to be on your bank statement. Okay, now sometimes if you have a merchant account and they bundle up a bunch of charges into one lump sum, this is where it can be a little bit tricky. So this is where now you need to pull up your merchant statement and look at the individual sales that you got credit for. And the idea is that you have to basically bundle up and figure out, a $6,000 deposit equals For example, this $1,500 deposit plus this $2,500 plus this $500, and that's how you came up with $6,000, for example, or that's actually more like $5,000. But the whole point is that for merchant accounts, that could be one issue as well. And besides that, I really don't know what else to tell you. I mean, that between 1, 2, and 3, you should be able to solve the problem. If that still hasn't worked, give me a little bit more details, and we'll try to figure it out. Alright, you guys, I'll see you next time with more challenging questions. And that concludes this lesson. You can visit our website at www.learnquickbooksfree.com to watch more videos.